I can't live with my wife anymore. She makes me miserable. My wife and I have been together for 19 years and have an 8-year-old son together. We both have grown in poor families, and we worked really hard to get a decent education. We both lost our parents one by one while being together, and we have no immediate support group. We moved to the UK 6 years ago for better jobs and to provide our son with better education and to offer him a good start in life. We have good jobs with decent income and we work really hard, but we still don't own a house. We did plan it, but in the last 2 to 3 years we abandoned these plans because we cannot communicate properly, partly due to work stress and tiredness, partly due to mental health issues like anxiety and depression, but mainly because of spending habits. She always picks expensive vacations for our son and I always comply because if I don't it's hell. I try to explain that time spent in family anywhere, even at home, must feel like a vacation, but she constantly tries to escape to overseas vacations. We did couple counseling and individual therapy. I was on antidepressants for a couple of years and we manage our stress better now. We try our best to hide our issues from our son, but he is growing more aware, and whenever he feels we are starting an argument, he is trying to distract us with silly questions and recently with bad behavior, in order to draw our attention from our argument, and it breaks my heart. One of the main issues is she has undiagnosed ADHD. She can't focus on a conversation for more than 15 seconds, starts to provoke me, and gets manipulative and emotional, eventually bringing out the worst in me, and sometimes I lose my calm. If I try to ignore it, it gets worse and the problem remains unsolved. If I try to tell her it is not a good time, or not when our son is here, she blames me for everything, even when we have to discuss daily problems like our son's education, errands, bills, or intimate stuff. She never admits wrongdoing, and when she does, she is being sarcastic and puts it on me. Yes, master, you are always right, as you say. When I try to change and fix my behavior, she sees it as a personal win and goes on more and presses me harder. Basically, if I offer her a finger, she would take my whole hand. We haven't had intimacy in almost a year, I just can't, and she won't initiate due to being proud, but she always blames me for this, but I can't do it. I need an emotional connection which isn't there. Our therapist suggested divorce in an individual session because we are unhappy and we don't love each other. The therapist's words: if you are unhappy together, your son will also be unhappy. He will be happy if at least one of you is happy, no matter if you are together or separated. I am worried about our future, about our son's future, and try my hardest to make things work. I don't know what to do. I mentioned to her yesterday about divorcing, and since then she went mayhem, constant blaming. She also manipulates our son by saying stuff like, "Daddy wants to leave us and leave you." I have never been more afraid. I don't know what she is capable of. She once laid hands on me and told her GP that I used violence. The police came weeks later to investigate and found no wrongdoing, and when I brought this to the couple's counseling, she denied that she laid hands on me and blamed me again. I am tired of being afraid. Any decision will be better now than doing nothing and accepting my fate. Please help me.